A woman tries to survive as she becomes a victim of sadistic human traffickers. A group of friends get on a suspicious train where everyone seems rich. They soon realize that they are being hunted as their organs are being sold to these rich people. They fight to survive for their lives while trying to escape from the train. The film opens with a group of US athletes who have arrived in Eastern Europe for a wrestling match. The group includes Todd and his girlfriend, Alex. While Todd wins a wrestling match, Alex loses one, which leads to her desire to quit wrestling. They have two other friends named Sheldon and Claire, and a coach named Harris. Coach Harris has an assistant coach called Willie. After the match, the player who won offers Todd and his friend group a party. Todd does not want to go, but Sheldon quickly accepts the invitation. The only problem they face with this is that their next match is in another city, which means that they have to travel early in the morning and sleep early. Coach Harris makes it clear that everyone should be asleep early, but they all still decide to sneak out and go to the party. While they are going to the party, Willie catches them, but to their advantage, Willie wants to go to the party with them. All of them arrive there with the intention of enjoying themselves and partying all night long. During the party, Todd meets his opponent who invited them, and they start to argue. This argument quickly turns into a physical fight that completely ruins their night. They all get there late in the morning and miss the train that was supposed to take them to their next match in another city. Coach Harris is extremely disappointed in them because he told them to go to sleep early and not miss the train at all costs. He is specifically mad at Willie because he is the assistant coach. Coach Harris then tries to book another train, but he gets even angrier when he is unable to find anyone who can speak English. Then, a woman named Dr. Velislava arrives there and offers help since she can speak English. She claims that she is going on a train that can take them where they want to go. She mentions that they have to buy the tickets from inside the train, which is why all of them directly enter the train. A conductor tells two workers to take them all to their seats. The two workers ask for their passports, and all of them hand them over. We see that the two workers are burning all of the passports. This means that something is wrong here. While aboard the train, Coach Harris is eating when Dr. Velislava approaches him. She talks to him, and Harris starts to get drunk. The rest of them notice that every other passenger appears to be rich, which is odd since it is a normal train. Then, Coach Harris thinks that Dr. Velislava is trying to seduce him as she takes him away. When he tries to kiss her, she injects him with a tranquilizer. The rest of them start playing truth and dare while we see that Coach Harris is being tortured by someone. Todd gets a dare to go to the end of the train in only his underwear. He decides to take the dare, but he ends up in a dark room where he can barely see anything. He starts to feel anxious, which is why he decides to head back. While trying to get back, he accidentally steps on a nail and gets badly injured. He tries to get back, but a mysterious man comes and attacks him with a metal pipe. The rest of them are getting worried about Todd, so Alex decides to go and check on him. She wanders around, but is unable to find him. The conductor finds her and assures her that he will find Todd this morning. Meanwhile, we see that Todd is also being tortured, and Dr. Velislava is doing it. She then goes to a room and talks with a Japanese woman who has a blind son. The next day, Alex wakes up and sees that Willie is sleeping in her room. She asks him why he is here, and he explains how Coach Harris locked the door and didn't open it. They go to his room and break inside, only to see that Coach Harris is missing. Alex gets mad and tries to call Todd through a microphone, but the conductor stops her. The conductor tells them that he will find Todd, so all of them listen to him and calm down. Sheldon then sees a woman going to take a bath, and when he follows her, he is confronted by the two workers. They beat Sheldon up and take him to Dr. Velislava, who shows his genitals to another man who seems to be interested. Claire, Alex, and Willie now understand that they cannot trust the conductor, so they decide to find Todd themselves. Claire goes to the conductor's room and sees that their passports have been burned. While she is looking around the place, the conductor comes and starts to attack her. Meanwhile, Willie and Alex manage to go inside the torture room, where they find Todd's body. They see that his eyes are missing, but he is still alive. Willie sees that Sheldon is also alive and locked in a cage. Willie rescues him, and they plan on leaving. But Alex claims that she cannot leave Todd. On the other hand, the mysterious man who attacked Todd has Claire's body, and he is taking her somewhere. Meanwhile, Sheldon claims that they should put an end to Todd's misery, so he takes a weapon and ends his life. The man then brings Claire's body into the torture room, where he encounters the rest of them. He manages to end Sheldon's life, but Willie and Alex try to drag away Claire, who is still alive. Before they can, the man drags her away as well. Alex and Willie are the only ones left, and they stay in a room while the train goes through a tunnel. Alex later sees that the man has Willie and is taking him away. She runs away and sees all the other passengers. The conductor and the man come there, and it seems like the other passengers know exactly what's happening and are letting it happen. Alex is then seen in a cage as well, while they are performing heart surgery on Willie. This explains that Dr. Velisalva is a human trafficker who sells human organs. She lured them in so she could sell their organs to all the people who were specifically on this train to get the valuable organs. A man tries to have his way with Alex, but because of this, Alex manages to fight back and run away. She hides in a room and sees some military men stop the train and walk inside. She thinks that she is saved, but we see that the military men are paying the conductor and taking Claire away. This means that they bought Claire for their own pleasure. Alex watches this sickening event take place, knowing that there is nothing that she can do. Later on, she wears different clothes and tries to blend in with all the other passengers. The train stops, and some nurses walk inside and take organs away to a hospital that is in the middle of a forest. She takes this chance and walks out to the hospital, where she sees the rich patients who buy these organs. She sees the Japanese woman, whose blind son now has Todd's eyes. This explains why they took his eyes. She decides to get out of there and run away, but she finds Willie in a prison cell. He is barely alive, but she obviously decides to take him with her. She takes her out of the cell, and they manage to get out in the woods. In the morning, they are walking together when Will realizes that he can no longer walk. He falls to the ground and makes peace with the fact that this is his demise. Alex also sees that he can no longer continue, so she leaves him and runs away. Some of the people from the train come there and end Willie's life just to make sure there are no losing ends. Alex sees this and decides that instead of running away, she will go back inside the train and take revenge. She decides that she will find some gasoline and burn the whole train. Before she can do that, she decides that she needs a weapon to keep her safe. So she takes a sledgehammer with her. She goes inside the engine room and puts her hammer down so that she can take the can of gasoline. While she is taking the can, the conductor picks up her sledgehammer and attacks her with the intention of ending her life. She manages to fight back as she pushes his face against a steaming engine, which results in his face burning. While he is injured, she strangles him with chains and ends his life. She then takes the gasoline and starts throwing it everywhere in the train. While she is doing that, Dr. Velislava comes there and advises her not to do this because innocent lives are on the line. She claims that her friends were also innocent, so she sets everything on fire. She manages to go into a separate compartment of the train in which she can survive. The train goes away as it is completely on fire, and Alex is safe. She gets out of her compartment and thinks that it is finally over, but the man from the train attacks her with an axe. She manages to dodge some blows, but the man has the upper hand, and he starts beating her up with his hands. Alex then somehow manages to get the axe and jab him in the stomach. While he is nearing passing away, he still chases Alex, who grabs his head and slams it on the train rack, which is a move she learned from Todd. She then walks away as another train comes and crushes the man's head. This means that she is now finally free. At the end of the movie, we see that she is back into wrestling, even though she wanted to quit. As she intends to continue Todd's dream, the movie ends. I hope you liked the story recap. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Thank you for being a part of Black's Movie Recaps. If these tales of mystery and intrigue sent shivers down your spine, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Black's Movie Recap for more bone-chilling narratives. Stay tuned, and until next time, stay captivated.